Hi and welcome back to Tiff's Makeup Playground. This is Tiffany, and I am going to be showing Nomad's new collection today and doing a look with it. So if you are new here, welcome. If you are coming back, thank you for coming back and watching. I am not consistent with my posting at all, so I'm just going to be straight up with that. I kind of record when I can, when I feel like it. I have chronic illnesses, so it depends on when my energy level is up. It depends on when I'm home, when I just feel like it, when I feel okay. And then as far as getting things uploaded, that's another challenge. I'll get things recorded and then they sit for a while. I don't even really edit. It just takes a while for it to get up because even typing in the description box gets a little exhausting. So yeah, today I'm going to, I think, work on a look for a collab thing that's on Instagram. So Goth Adjacent, she does Goth Temper for September. And I missed September 1st was yesterday, and it was for tropical goth, and I'm not very good at goth looks, but we're gonna try and use this palette to do a tropical goth look. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, so we're gonna start with the postcard. So this is the postcard that they send. So Salem, Massachusetts, and it is Witch City Salem. So this is the cover for the palette. The artwork is just incredible. I love how much detailing they put into everything. And then this is the backside of the palette. So it shows all the, sorry, things are backwards and I'm never going to get used to this. So, but all the shades, shade names, all that right there. And then this over here is location, coordinates. So it's the witch house. Destination is Salem, Massachusetts. And then this is what destination? Halloween, a Halloween classic. So it has on here, let's see, devilishly rich and ghoulishly colorful Halloween hues formulated with extra fine pigments for blendability and payoff. Infused with pumpkin seed oil to keep colors spooktacular even through the witching hour. 9 wicked smooth mattes and 9 spellbinding shimmers inspired by the haunting and howling good time in Salem at Halloween. I don't know how they are amazing. Spooky season is here, and no better place to experience this favorite American celebration than in iconic Salem, Massachusetts. With great tours through cobblestone streets and haunted happenings of epic proportions, and art and an infamous, oh my gosh, tongue tie, past with bone-chilling events. The Witch City is a spectacular place to create an alchemy of fun, festive, and good old spooky Halloween. So grab your book of spells, chant some hocus pocus, and join us for a classic Halloween celebration. Cruelty-free and vegan, no parabens, phthalates, or mineral oil. So that is the cover. And then I want to rip this apart. The inside, there's a full house and everything. So it's basically what is on the cover of the palette. So I'm going to show you that. So this is the cover, and they did a lenticular cover again, so it does switch. So it's that. And then it's so cool. And then the back side, so design on location, experiencing haunted happenings in Salem at Halloween, proud supporter of Panthera. So it's a black cat. So part of the proceeds goes to a black cat sanctuary type things. So which is awesome. I have used the palette. I did do a look yesterday with this, so it's not fresh and new. Sorry. But here it is in all its pretty glory. I did take pictures and videos and stuff and swatches. They're all up on Instagram. So if you want to go to my Instagram, it's Tiff Makeup Playground on there. You can go check that out. So that is that. And then on the postcard, it says, hop on your broom to spellbinding Witch City Salem as Hex Fest begins. May our new palette be your spell book for crafting looks that are truly bewitching. Thanks for brewing magic with us, Felicia and Auntie, Nomad co-founders. And then, okay, so we already read the stuff that was on there. Palette, classic Halloween with palette cover that shifts from iconic witch house on a bright fall day to a shadowy witch's lair bubbling with potions and spells. This palette reveals Halloween hues of devilish reds, ghoulish greens, witchy purples, and cozy autumn tones. And then again, 9 wickedly smooth mattes and 9 spellbinding shimmers. Cause we're proud to support Panthera to help save the wild black cats of the world. So, which is awesome. I love kitties. If you have seen my channel before, I love kitties. I have, let's see, if I'm moving the right direction, I have the little picture back there with the cat on the Vespa. My cat is somewhere out there doing something. Sometimes she comes in to join me, sometimes she doesn't. She's a little gray and white, not little, she's a gray and white tuxedo cat. So I have done all of my pre stuff. So I've got my foundation, my concealer, my contour, bronzer, eye primer, eyebrows, all of that done. So sorry, looking at myself because I'm trying to remember exactly what. A really bad memory. Yeah, all that good stuff. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now, as far as making this tropical, we're gonna see. So I have used, when I did my look, I used the oranges, and then the grays, and then that color right there. So Howling Halloween. So the whole top row and then that one are the ones that I used for my look that I did yesterday. And I usually, when I do looks with a new palette, I usually like to use all of the colors before I go into other palettes. And then what I'll do is bring in other palettes from the same brand, and then I'll start exploring other brands and start bringing those together. So I may use some of the colors that I've already used to kind of get the look that I'm going for, but I really honestly don't know. I'm not good at like gothic looks, so we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I did order more brushes yesterday. My brushes really need a good cleaning, and I'm too lazy to actually clean them. No, I just I need to I have some specific brush shapes that I'm really looking for, and I don't have them. So I ordered some Davina brushes yesterday, so we'll see when those come. So I'm gonna go in with Dark Demons, so that bright green. I did wear green today, thinking maybe that would be something that I go into, so we'll see. I don't really know what to talk about today as far as stuff goes. Life has been lifing. I think I've already talked about vacation coming up. I'm getting super excited for that, so that'll be nice. And then I'll have like a whole week off from doing any form of makeup or anything. I don't take makeup with when I go places. I think it's an utter waste of time for me to put on a face of makeup when I have things to see and go and do when I'm on a trip, because I don't have a lot of energy anyways. So when I go somewhere, all the energy that I do have, I need to expend using doing the vacation, not doing my makeup on the vacation. So I don't take along stuff to do. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So I just go barefaced the whole time. We'll do sunscreen because we'll be down south down in New Orleans, which I'm wondering if someday Nomad will do a New Orleans palette. That would be amazing. But yeah, this is a really nice neon. It probably would look really cool on white. It would really pop on white, but I used my fair mix. So I used Gerard Cosmetics for my, this one's empty, for my base most of the time. And I mix the fair and the white to get the color that I need because I'm so pale. The fair is just too, I just opened one actually. So this is one that I have mixed. So that's the fair and the white together. And then this is the fair by itself. So it's quite a bit darker. And then the white is white. So I'm not going to show you that. I don't need to show you what white is. You know what white is. So yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what to talk about today. I'm trying to keep things a little more positive, a little more upbeat. That went on really well. I don't know what else to do. Okay. Let's see. Trying to do this in a tropical way. I already used the orange, so I really don't want to use that again, but I think I'm gonna need to, just to kind of tie together without making it look too Christmassy maybe. Or no, you know what, I'm gonna go in with Salem Commons, which is the purple, that one. I'll go in with that. And so yeah, I'm just trying to not be such a Debbie Downer. I'm hoping that life starts to look up for people. There's been so many sad things happening lately to friends that I have, and I know that my family were kind of waiting with bated breath to see if one of our relatives is gonna pass. On my husband's side, unfortunately, he was doing pretty well, and now it sounds like he's going downhill again. So, that's sad. It's never fun to see anybody pass away. So, so yeah, it'll probably have to be going to a funeral at some point, which is sad. I feel bad for his family. I don't know the family member very well. I'm not very good at getting to know people. I keep up walls pretty bad. Even getting to know my husband, it's taken years. That sounds really weird. We got married before I really even tore down my walls. It took a while. I didn't trust that he wouldn't leave me, or that I was in a, I don't know. It's abandonment issues, you know, good times, from childhood trauma. So yeah, it's taken me a long while to get to the point where I think he's gonna stick around. We've been married for almost 16 years. It'll be 16 years in like 2 weeks. So, so yeah, I think he's gonna stick around. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. I may end up ticking him off. Kind of feuding with one of his friends right now because he's a jerk, but it's okay. one of those guys that would rather protect his pew-pews than kids. Wants to fight about it online, so jerk. But yeah, whatever. This country is so weird, so weird. It's amazing how John Wayne movies influenced so much stuff back in the day. All right, this brush is not doing it for me. I think I need to use a different brush for what I'm trying to do here. Funny feeling this is probably gonna stain like that too. All right, let's see if I can find. Try that? No. Let's try that one. I'm gonna try this one, and I'm gonna go in with Hocus Pocus. You know, I thought I was gonna go in with like red and orange and all that stuff today. No, so Hocus Pocus is the kind of red violet or violet red. I don't, you know, never did figure out the difference between those two. Going with that one down here. So yeah, I'm not chatting a lot. I apologize. Normally I have a lot more to talk about, and I mean, I do have a lot that I could talk about. I guess I could talk about garden stuff. Starting to wind down the garden for the year. I'm planning for next year already. So we are going to expand the garden, it sounds like. I did talk to my husband about it, and we're going to make it bigger because I had some issues with growing some things this year just because they were so compact and tight together. Things were just too squished because I didn't have enough space. So we're going to take another, so our neighbors behind us have a fence, and I would kind of use that to measure off the yard. So I'm going to take another 8-foot length of fence and take another 8-foot chunk of yard. So it'll be another 8 by 17 foot section. So I'll have 16? So 20, so it'll be a 24 by 17 foot section of garden that I have out there. So it'll be pretty big. And then I'm gonna get 3 more 6 by 3 above ground garden things, whatever the heck, yeah, bins to plant in, planters, I guess you would call them. Jeez Louise, I tell you, words are hard. It is so hard to find words anymore, you guys. I could not think of a word yesterday when I was trying to talk to people because we went out to lunch with friends, and I was like, yep, trying to think of this word, could not think of it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My brain is just shell-shocked, I think. Just old and losing it. So yeah, we are going to add that on, I believe, and then I can actually grow hopefully everything I want to next year in separate bins, and make it actually grow right. So I've gotten a couple of cantaloupe harvested so far, and I think I have like 3 more that are actually going to be worth a hoot out there. It's just when to pull them. I don't know. I've done all the research, you know, when do you harvest cantaloupe, blah 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 blah. So I did pull 2 of them that seemed like they should have been ready, and they just, the one that I did cut open was pretty, oh, I forgot to show you guys the lipsticks. We'll get to that. As soon as I get to that part. But yeah, I pulled them a little early, I think. I don't know. It just seems like they weren't ready. I'm gonna go in with Haunted Happenings, which is that orange. So we're gonna go in with that just a little bit up here. I don't think this looks very tropical, but I'm trying. It's a little hard to make it tropical, I guess, given the colors that are in here, but I could bring in something else, I suppose, but that would be defeating the purpose of using the Nomads for this video. So I think we'll do that. We'll bring the orange down here a little bit. So yeah, I'm excited about the garden. So hopefully next year I can actually grow some real broccoli the right way. So that's something funny. We've been watching the squirrels absolutely terrorize my garden. They have figured out that the sunflowers are done and ready, and climbed them and destroyed them. Absolutely destroyed them. So I have sunflower seeds everywhere and shells everywhere because they just got up there and just shredded them, which is fine. That's what I grow. I grow them for the squirrels anyways, and to get the seeds so I can grow more next year. But yeah, they just got up there and just shredded. So I have a little video of one of them up there just going to town. It's really funny. I just was shocked. Like they didn't do that last year, so I was just like, oh my gosh, wow, I had no idea. But I know they like to climb them, and they would chew on them a little bit, but the way that they were going at it and just destroying stuff, I was just shocked. So all right, I think I'm gonna buff out the green. Sorry, I'm getting text messages. I need to figure out how to shut that off on the computer. I keep hearing that ding. That's what that is. Go ahead, buff this out a little bit more here. Go with that. All right, so let's get some sparkle on here. So I am going to go in with Gallows Hill. We'll go in with that one, that purple sparkle there. And then I think I'm gonna do that one and then that one as well. I'm gonna try with my finger and not use a primer. So that. Again, I don't know how tropical this is. It kind of somewhat looks like a bird of paradise maybe, which is my favorite flower, so we can maybe go with that. We'll say that's what I was going for. Yeah. And we'll just use the finger to pat that on. I'm not a big fan of using a finger to apply eyeshadow, but I'm doing it anyways. All right, and then Witch Hunt, which is that. Oh, that is really pretty. Wow, that's a neat color. All right, so that going on. Again, I don't know how gothic this is going to end up being, but I'm going to try do some liner stuff and see if I can get there with it. So yeah, I'm super excited about the garden thing. And then I have a journal one for my own personal journal that I'm going to start. Well, I have started writing in, but I need to get better about doing it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna have a garden journal as well. So my husband's grandma used to journal about the farm, and when we found it, it was just the cutest thing because she'd write down, you know, about the weather every day and what it was like, and how many eggs she got from her chickens. And so this is Salem willows, so it's that kind of limey green shimmer. So it was just super cute. And ever since we found that stuff, when we had moved her back into a nursing home back in the day, she's passed away now. But when we moved her in a nursing home and found those, I just thought it was so cute. And now that I have my own garden, I am going to take a brush and go in and just pack that in a little bit more and kind of bring that up and around there. So yeah, I thought that would be kind of cute. And then she would write like the weather for the day, what it was like, and she would write down, you know, how many like carrots she picked for the day, what she planted that day, what the everything. It was just really cute, really super cute. Like what time she got up, all that stuff. So I don't know if I need to get that detailed or if anybody's ever going to care in their life about any of that or what's going on, but I'm gonna do it for me. I need to start living for me, and I haven't for most of my life. Okay, I'm going in with Ropes Mansion, which is the really dark purple shimmer, and I'm just gonna bring that around the bottom here. But I also decided that I have been a certified pharmacy technician for, let's see, almost 30 years. I don't even know, 27 years, something like that. A long time, a really long time. 28 years, I don't know, but I'm not gonna keep that up anymore. The cost of it's going up. I don't work in pharmacy. I don't work. I can't work. Like I said, as soon as I get done with this, I will take my pictures. I'll get my stuff up on Instagram, and then I will go sleep because I'm exhausted. And so yeah, I'm just not capable of working anymore. I'm gonna go in with Witch City, which is the black. We're gonna do liner with that. So since I don't work anymore, there's really no point. I'm looking for my spray. It's actually water in this. It's not the NYX stuff that's in here. Anyway, so I have maintained that certification for years, even though I haven't worked in pharmacy since, God, when did I quit working in pharmacy? I don't even remember, 2010? So it's been 15 years since I worked in pharmacy. But I've maintained the certification just in case I ever wanted to go back. And I don't know, I looked up how much it was going to cost to get my certification credits done, because I need to get them done by November because I haven't been doing them, and then how much it's going to cost to keep the certification. And I talked to my husband and I said, is it even worth it for me to keep this anymore? And we decided that it is not. And so it feels weird letting that go. That's a huge piece of me. It's always been a huge piece of me, but it's not necessary anymore. So coming to that realization has been huge. It's really been like kind of profound, and which sounds stupid, like, oh gee, you're letting go of this certification that you don't even use anymore, but you know, it kind of defined me for the longest time. It's especially when I worked in pharmacy, because I worked in mail order for 13 years. And, you know, got certified and worked really hard at it. We didn't even have the right books to study from. We ended up having books from a completely different state. The books that they gave us to study from. So when I took the test, I remember walking in, taking it, walking out, and feeling like I was going to throw up. Like I was up the whole night before with a friend studying and taking like NoDoz and drinking Mountain Dew the whole night before. And I had a baby at the time and trying to take care of her, and it was just, yeah, it was a mess. So getting that certification was a huge big deal, and really important to me. So letting it go kind of feels like letting a piece of me go, but at the same time, I'm not in that world anymore. So why should I keep spending, you know, $200 every 2 years to maintain something that I'm not going to use anymore? Like, even if I had to go back to work, you know, if something happened where they absolutely forced me to go back to work, even though that would be really bad on anybody's idea, because I fall asleep just standing around. So if I had to, I don't think I would go into that, especially with the health issues. You know, standing behind a pharmacy counter trying to count pills and falling asleep would probably not be the best idea. So yeah, I'm letting it go, which is hugely significant. And I know I keep saying that, but it's hugely significant for me. So I don't know if that is gothic enough. I really don't know. But we're gonna go with that. So that is what the look is so far. I'm gonna grab, I think we're gonna do a black liner. For that needs to be sharpened before I ruin my eyeball. Supposed to be a LA Girl Shockwave Neon liner, but it's black, you know, whatever. So I'll go in, do the waterline. And so yeah, that's happening. What else do I got going on? I'm not sure. Not really sure. There's a whole lot of stuff that I want to be doing. Like, oh, I need to get out and start plucking seeds from the garden and collecting stuff for next year. I try to collect the seeds from stuff that I have growing, so I don't have to buy seeds again next year. Just because the plants produce their own seeds, so why wouldn't you use them? So I go ahead and do that. I don't know if this looks gothic or tropical, but we're trying here. We're trying. And I gotta pick a blush yet too, and I think probably just something neutral today. And then as far as lip color, I'm probably gonna use the purple lipstick from the collection, so I will show you the lipsticks here as soon as I get done. I'm probably gonna have to stop the video and then come back. I think it still shuts off at 40 minutes on iMovie. So let me go ahead and stop this. I'll be right back. Okay. So let's go ahead, and as far as blush goes, I think I'm going to use the Hexed Hues, not Poppy, Dynamite. I think I'm going to use Dynamite for, I think that'll work. I think that will work. I don't know if it's exactly the right color, but to use with this, but we're gonna do it anyways. I should really be careful. This one's pretty intense. They were having a sale over the weekend, and I meant to order the rest of the colors, and I totally, the weekend got away from me. So I think I ended up missing out on the sale. And then I think Black Moon was having a sale too, and I wanted to order a new mirror. So I had a backup, and I missed that. And then, who else was having a sale? I did order stuff from Ulta, because I needed shampoo. Well, I didn't need it, but I like to have backup around for when I run out. So I ordered shampoo and conditioner and more of the hair growth serum from California Naturals. And then I ordered more of the Revolution eyelash and eyebrow serum stuff. I think it's working. I don't know. It's not making them like super long or anything, but I think it's just helping me maintain my eyelashes and stuff. So that is not even remotely even, is it? Oh well, we're good. We're gonna go with that. All right, so that is that. And then as far as highlighter, what should I use? I've been really digging this one. Digging. Wow. Wow. How old am I? So this is from Moon Slice Beauty, and it's called Girly Pop. I got this in the Ice Cream Beauty box. So we're gonna go ahead. I should use a green, but I don't know. I just have to dig one out and find one. Go ahead and use that. Suppose I could have pulled another Nomad palette and found a something in there. But so that, I don't know, there's something about that one I just really like. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. It's kind of subtle. It's just kind of there. I don't know. I like it. All right. So, lip color. So in the collection, there are 3 lip colors. And so these are the packages. Oh, there is this one, which is for Devil's Book, which is the red one. So I'll show you that. And then there is this one, which is Witching Hour, which is the gold one. And then there is this one, and that is Hocus Pocus, which is the purple one. I'm gonna use the purple one today. Ingredients and stuff are listed on the back as well. So if you wanted to keep that, and then the packaging for the actual lipsticks, so freaking cute. And then there's nothing on the top, and then on the bottom it does have the name in there. This one is gonna be Hocus Pocus, which is the one I'm gonna use today. So it is one of those like pretty shiny, really, really pretty. And the red one, this one did get a little bumped in shipping, but that's okay. So that's the red one. That's the Devil's Book one. They definitely are not showing the shine on here, probably due to the lighting, but that's okay. And then the gold. I used this yesterday with some orange lip liner, so yeah, that's Witching Hour. So pretty. So glad I got them. They are really, the gold was a really nice formula, so I'm assuming that the purple is going to be as well. I'm going to go in with LA colors that my friend Do gifted me. Go in with that lip liner here. close enough? I don't know. My lips are shaped weird. They're not even. Nothing on my face is even, so I know this. There is really nothing I can do about it. Don't care. It is who I am. So, alright. I'm gonna go in with this one and see what it's all about. Ooh! Oh, she's pretty. Yep. That is a beautiful color. Wow. Wow, wow. Yeah. It's not patchy. Goes out and feels really good too. They did a really good job with their lipsticks. Yeah. Good job, Nomad. Like I'm surprised. All right. Let's get a little mascara on and then we will see where we're at. I may do some extra liner and stuff to finish up the look, but I'm not going to do that on here. I'm just going to probably let you guys go, but I want to make sure I have my mascara on so you can see the final look here. Otherwise it's going to look a little weird with white lashes. So this is my Tilt mascara. Love this stuff. Seriously, if you are looking for a good mascara, like I said, it's not cheap, but it's not expensive either. It's not like Armani expensive or anything. It's not even, I mean, once you buy the packaging, it's only $18 for the refills. So I shouldn't say only, it's $18 for the refills. I know that's not cheap, I know, but it is a really good mascara and I've been really happy with it. So and it does seem to be that you do end up using all of it up, because I know a lot of times for me, I don't end up using my mascara up and I end up having to throw it away. So it's an utter waste of money anyways, but this, I end up using it all up before the expiration date, or before the, 3-6 months, whatever the rule is now. I end up using it all up. So, because the tube is, oops, not super tiny, but it's built for the, right amount of time, I guess. I don't know how to say it, but I just enjoy it. So if you guys want to check it out, I would recommend it. But like I said, I don't review a lot of stuff. Not big on reviewing a lot of things because everybody's to each his own. And but this is one thing that I'm making a mess with it today. It's me. It's not the mascara. I'm in a funk. So I'm always in a funk of some way, shape, or form. All right. That is that. So I need to find this little guy. Alright, scrape that off, scrape that off. Think we're good there. Gonna go ahead and brush. I think some of the black got a little crazy on me. That should be good. Alright, that is the final look. Oh, and then also the Tilt. They sent me these. They're so cute. They're perfect for putting my hair back while I'm doing my makeup. So I have been trying my hair. I know it's not dry or anything. I've been trying to use like curl stuff in my hair. I can't find one that works, so I think I'm gonna give up. I was hoping to find one that would maybe work, but cannot. So anyway, alrighty. So that is my final look, finished look for this round of using the Nomad Witch City Salem palette. It is so pretty. So yeah, if you are interested, I would highly recommend checking it out. The whole set, I think, is like $109 or something like that if you get it with the lipsticks. So again, there it is. I have not used the reds yet, and I have not used that green yet. So that'll be my next adventure with this palette. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. Just remember to be kind, be nice. There's enough crap going on in this world. We don't need any more BS. So just try and remember to be kind, be nice out there, and remember to take time to do what makes your soul smile. I think we all need a little of that right now. So be good.